Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon.
So be sure to text Ready to Buy, that's Ready to Buy, to the number on the screen. Starting pricing for low-end software, $100. And starting pricing for high-end software, $500.
We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal's buyer's protection guarantee.
Our brother, our Jersey brother, who came on to the scene. Oh, I spelled his name Fetty Wap with an O-P. It's a W-A-P. Who came on to the scene like, you know what I mean? Guns blazing, Trap Queen, and all of these fucking hits. Came with the one eye and shit, looking all crazy and shit. But I think the broads actually like the one eye shit because that motherfucker was nigga was having mad seeds and shit. Well, our Jersey brother Fetty Wap was just recently sentenced to 6 years. 6 years in prison for a drug trafficking scheme. Oh, they said his friends and family looked on. The rapper Fetty Wap on Wednesday apologized for his actions, said he was exactly where I'm supposed to be before a judge sentenced him to 6 years in federal prison for his role in a New York-based drug trafficking scheme. The Trap Queen rapper, whose legal name is Willie Maxwell, pleaded guilty in August 2022 to conspiracy drug charge that carried a mandatory minimum sentence of 5 years. The sentence was handed down in federal court on Long Island. Maxwell told U.S. District Judge Joanna Seibert, "Me being selfish in my pride put me in this position today." Y'all need to soak that one in real quick. Let's listen to that again. Maxwell, who is Fetty Wap? First of all, that name Willie Maxwell sounds like a made-up name from a blaxploitation film. What was the pimp's name? Willie Maxwell. Go find him. Okay, but anyway, what's the drug dealer's name? Willie Maxwell. Maxwell told the district judge Joanna Seibert, "Me being selfish in my pride put me in this position today." Let's stop right there. Because you got to understand, this guy sold a hell of a lot of fucking records. He sold a hell of a lot of records. Why? Just like somebody like Young Thug. Why would you still want to involve yourself in this fucking street shit where you're now moving keys and type of shit? I mean, I could pretty much tell you why. Because you probably always wanted to do that, but you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. It's like, I ain't gonna lie, like when you first get into this rap shit, man, and you ain't even have to have a lot of money. There's certain shit that you always wanted to do that you're gonna fucking do. And especially if you get some bread, you know what I mean? You're gonna get these things that you always wanted to get. You know what I mean? One of the early things I got a vest, and a hammer. Okay? I ain't gonna lie. It's one of the first things I got. You know why? Because we was always borrowing hammers and shit like that. You know what I mean? like I remember always borrowing a hammer. Like, you know, it was always one within reach, man, but it wasn't mine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, always had to get his shit back, man. Got me some bread, man. I got my own fucking hammer, fucking vest and all that. You know what I mean? You want to do all that type of shit. So, but by that time, I didn't have fantasies of moving keys and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, that was the younger me. The younger me had those fantasies and shit like that. But I grew out of those fantasies. But certain people, they come into this rap shit, man, and they still have these fantasies of moving keys and fucking doing all that crazy shit. And when they get that bread, you know, they're like, well, shit, now's the time. I got an extra, you know, because let's, you know, how much is a key? You know what I mean? I don't even know, but it's a hell of a lot of money. I'm thinking like 25, 30,000. Even if it's 10,000, right? That's a lot of money for the average kid on the street. And put towards some drugs that you know what I mean? You better make sure you got the clientele, make sure there's a lot of shit that go into that. Trying to get that amount of startup money. So a lot of niggas can't get that startup money till they start rapping. And something tells me that could have been the case. I mean, I could be wrong. They said 12.5 for a key. Huh? 17.5. We're getting all kind of different numbers. Somebody saying 40, 17.5. This is still a lot of money. You know what I mean? This is still a lot of money to risk. If all I had was 17,000, you know what I mean? As a street nigga, you know, I'm not willing to risk that much money on a maybe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you'd almost have to feel like, yo, I'm definitely gonna flip my shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a hell of a lot of money to be like, all right, I'm gonna take this money and now buy some drugs with it. Like, yeah. Anyway, so I'm just saying, why the fuck would you even do this? And then it says, because of his ego. He told you why. Because of his selfishness, his pride, and his ego is what put him in this position. His lawyers had suggested he turned to selling drugs because of financial hardship brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic. Bullshit. Bullshit. The COVID pandemic did not stop the fucking mail. And I know this nigga get royalty checks like a motherfucker. This nigga gets sound scan like a motherfucker. Yeah, stop the bullshit. Maxwell was arrested in October 2021 of charges of participating in a conspiracy to smuggle large amounts of heroin, fentanyl, and other drugs into the New York City area. First of all, it's almost laughable to me that that his lawyer tried to say, Judge, he only started moving keys because, you know, COVID-19, you know, the fucking pandemic was very hard on everyone. Nobody can do shows. There was nothing going on. And, you know, quite frankly, he had to provide for his family. And so he chose on moving these keys. Yeah. Yeah, he moved those keys. And, yeah. That's because of, you know, COVID. Everybody had to move keys around this time, right? Didn't everybody move keys? I'm pretty sure everybody was moving keys. Weren't you moving keys, sir? Yeah, that's pretty funny to me. But hey, run it up the flagpole and see if it fly, right? That's how we do shit out here. Um, okay, I'm trying to close this window. It's not letting me do it. Okay. Well, no thanks. I'm good. I wanted. Oh, maybe if I press this. There we go. Okay. The New Jersey born rapper. Hang on. New Jersey born rapper and 5 co-defendants were accused of conspiracy to possess and distribute more than 100 kilograms. That's 220 pounds to you and me of heroin, fentanyl, and crack cocaine between June 2019 and June 2020, all in 1 year. Whoa, 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 whoa. Y'all niggas moved 100 keys in a year's time? Whew. Y'all was working. Work all day. God damn. Prosecutors said the scheme involved using the U.S. Postal Service and cars with hidden compartments to move drugs from the West Coast to Long Island, where they were stored for distribution to dealers on Long Island and in New Jersey. Maxwell pleaded guilty to conspiracy to distribute and possess controlled substances. The top charge in an indictment against him, admitting that he participated in a massive drug trafficking racket. The plea, which pertained only to cocaine, spared him from a potential life sentence if he had been convicted of all the charges he faced. Word, because they don't play with that boy. You know what I mean? You fucking with that boy and that girl. Now, okay, if heroin is boy and cocaine is girl, what is fentanyl? I don't even want to guess. What's that? A transvestite? What the fuck is fentanyl? Heroin is boy. Cocaine is girl. What is fentanyl? Please explain. I'm just curious what y'all would think. In these days, I guess fentanyl is the crazy ass is a crazy tranny, is what it is. As far as representing drugs, prosecutor said the scheme. Okay, yeah, we said that. He pleaded guilty. Blah 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 blah. Maxwell's lawyers had hoped for the minimum of 5-year prison term, while prosecutors sought a longer sentence. You know, not for nothing, 6 years is kind of low for 100 kilograms of cocaine. I know my cousin did 16 years in the feds, and I don't think he got caught for no 100 kilograms of cocaine. I'm just saying. He did way more time for less. But that's because he probably ain't got the type of bread that Fetty Wap had. What kind of lawyers this guy had? You understand what I'm saying? The kind of access, even the kind of friends, you know, that if he didn't have the type of bread, maybe they'd pay for the shit. Help him pay for his lawyers and shit like that. It said, this is a sad day. The defense attorney, Elizabeth Macedonio, said, this is a kid from Paterson, New Jersey, who made it out. She said Maxwell accepts responsibility for his conduct. Assistant U.S. Attorneys Christopher Cafferone said the prosecution was not about Maxwell's fame as a performer. The defendant did actually sell drugs, Cafferone said. The defendant did actually sell cocaine. Siebert told Maxwell, you've got a lot going for you. See if you can put it together. Maxwell rose to prominence after his debut single, the melodic but grungy Trap Queen, reached number 2 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart in May 2015. The song talks about a lover having your back, even if that means helping you cook and sell drugs. He was nominated for 2 Grammys in 2016. What do we feel about this? I was busy, reading this fucking story. They said he got 11 kids. Fuck out of here. Okay, so I'm reading in here in the shit they're saying. Y'all are saying he got 11 kids. I know he got mad kids. I know one of those girls from Love and Hip Hop was tight about this nigga, talking about he don't come to see his seed and all this type of shit. A lot of y'all are saying it sounds like a new informer to me. Sounds like he got less time in order to be an informant. Is that what y'all are saying? That he didn't do as much time as my cousin because he may have told? Is that what y'all are implicating, allegedly? Because that didn't even, I didn't even think about this too much, but now that y'all bring that up, it's possible. There was a lot of rats with the cheese emojis going on in this motherfucker. She's my trap queen. She's my... Nigga sound like he crying when he's singing, right? She's my trap queen. Hello. I'm sitting at the door. Pretty in the fold. I'll tell you now, I got to go. He's sending them to the feds. He sound like he crying on the track. Well, he's gonna be crying in the jail. Why was you trapping like that, sir? Why? Now you're gonna be singing for 6 years. You're gonna be shedding all them tears. Whew. I'm sorry for you, Brody. I really am, man. We gotta see. This is why we have to learn how to meditate. We have to learn how to overcome our lower self. We have to overcome our ego. You out the door. Them niggas behind the bars gonna say hello. Nah, man. I mean, y'all might feel like somebody said he a D-class rapper. Oh, thank you for the super sticker. Pardon me. Mathias. Thank you. Hope I'm saying it right. I mean, he, skill-wise, I never heard him like spit, but he definitely had that sing-song shit down for a second. And at the time that he was popping, he definitely was one of the, you know what I mean? He was one of the main dudes. He just kept coming out with the crying style, and it was winning for him. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like a good crying style, depending on how it's done. You know what I mean? Like he did a singing crying style, so it was a little weird. You know what I mean? But like niggas like Ghostface, you know what I mean? He had a crying style, but it was like fly though. You know what I mean? And a Ghostface come with this shit, boy. You know what I mean? That's that crying style. You know what I mean? That's that crying style. But see, I fucks with the way Ghost do the crying style. It ain't like that. Who say what's up, hello, and then no. You know, it's a different kind of crying style. Word up. That's why I fuck with that Ghost shit. You know what I mean? Word up. You know what I mean? Got that crying style. Word up. Yeah. So, there's different types of crying styles. You got to just, you got to master your crying style. MOB, Mark of the Buddha. What up? What up? Oh, real quick, I'm gonna give my homegirl another plug. Shout out to the Tequila Vuelo. Shout out to vuelo.com. Did y'all actually go to the website when I put it up? vuelotequila.com. Yo, that's like a super premium website. Like they not fucking around over there. Like just the graphics and the whole commercial and shit they got going on for the shit lets you know that this ain't no bullshit. They actually, their top joint, they had their top shit sells for like $800. They not bullshitting. I mean, they got joints at different levels. I think that it goes up exponentially, but the highest one, like the crazy reserve shit, it's like $700-800. So they're not bullshitting. They show you how it's made and the casks that it stays in. Go to the website and see what I'm talking about. vuelotequila.com. And just know, she down with the Godcast. Peace. Anyway. Oh shit, what are you doing? How come I can't? Oh, there we go. You checked it out, right, Teacher Maria? That shit looked good, right? I said, yeah, it looks very nice. Yeah, that's like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you tell people to go to a website and then you get there and it's like, oh man, this shit looks like WordPress. It just looks like some real slum, basic schmasic, like it could have been an old MySpace page that they converted into a goddamn website. But nah, this is definitely first class. Was very proud to see that. So definitely go check that out.